Hey guys, I'm Ray, and today we are going to be making a punch and chisel set. Now this is a really simplistic project, but the end result is an incredibly useful tool. I pulled out one of the spring and I think we're going to cut it up a little bit. There was some plastic coating on here that I cleaned off. So the first thing that we need to do with each of these pieces of stock is straighten them out because they're all nice and curved. One of the great things about having an actual anvil is any surface on the anvil can be used to hammer metal on. I want to make a round punch, a square punch, a straight chisel, and a semicircle chisel. So what we're going to do is we're going to taper this down a little bit further, and then once I'm happy with the cross section, then we're going to go from square back to round. So right now I am looking down the punch to make sure that it's nice and straight and good to go. And then for the square punch, we're still starting to taper that a little bit, but we want to keep that taper square. Make sure that all four sides are equal. This is supposed to be a square and not a rectangular punch. Couple of little whacks on the edges just to kind of soften them up just a hair. Now we're going to make a flat chisel. Several things kind of culminated into this project and it seemed pretty serendipitous. So I had a viewer send me a coil spring in the mail and I really wanted to make something out of it, something interesting. And at the same time, I joined a monthly blacksmith challenge group over on Instagram. The month of February's challenge was to make a tool. And so I combined the two, and here we are. Curved chisels are kind of fun to play with. They're a little bit more on the specialized side, but I think it'll be cool. Curving the chisel is the hard part, but I've got an extra step on my anvil, and I'm going to use it. We're going to put a little bit of a taper on the back end, so as we start using these punches, we leave ourselves a little bit of room for mushrooming. A lot of people get confused with the difference between hardening and tempering. Hardening is heating up the steel to its proper temperature and quenching it. This process hardens the steel but makes it really brittle and liable to crack. Yowza. That was fun. So the oil popped a little bit and it caught me in the hand, but it wasn't hot. It's not burning anymore. It's not hot enough to, so I'm okay. Clean off the oil and scales so we can see the color. We release that tension and brittleness by tempering, which is the process of adding a small amount of heat until the piece reaches the desired hardness. This is where the straw yellow color comes in.